Hello, welcome to the help video for quiz 3.03. Now there is a lot of need to know info in this quiz. The first thing that I would suggest is that you remember your rap. It's people be crazy, a bit insane, me and 50 Cent, all too vain. And remember what that rap stands for is that the perpendicular bisectors create the circumcenter, the angle bisectors create the incenter, the medians create the centroid, and the altitudes create the orthocenter. And I just went ahead and threw all of this information on the board in case you wanted to look back over it. But this is just a quick review of each of those four things. So the circumcenter is where the perpendicular bisectors meet, and it's also the center of the circumscribed circle, that circle that goes through the vertices on the outside. All right, the incenter is where the angle bisectors meet, and it's also the center of the incircle, which is the circle on the inside. All right, the centroid is the center of gravity, and that's created by the medians. And then the orthocenter is where the altitudes meet. And I think that's kind of it. In this quiz, we're going to be doing some construction stuff. So I am going to be using Math Open Reference to show you some of those constructions, just in case you are visual like I am. So let's go ahead and get started. The first question says, Beth is constructing the circumscribed circle. So that's that circle on the outside that goes through the vertices. Which construction would be her first step? Okay, well, if we're dealing with the circumscribed circle, we need the circumcenter. And if you think about your rap, people be crazy. Let me just go back to the rap. People be crazy. That tells you that to get that circumcenter, you need to construct the perpendicular bisectors to get this circle here. So we need to construct perpendicular bisectors to get that circumscribed circle. And so that's what our answer is. We need to construct those perpendicular bisectors. All right, and just to be clear, like angle bisectors, that would give you the incenter. That's not what we're looking for. And we definitely don't want to copy an angle. And again, angle bisectors, that's an incenter thing. So you just really need to know all of the previous information that you learned from the last semester to figure that one out. Okay, Martha is constructing the circumscribed circle. So again, we're creating perpendicular bisectors. Remember, a perpendicular bisector means that it meets at a 90 degree and it cuts that side in half. And so over here it meets at a 90 degree and it cuts that side in half. Once you create those perpendicular bisectors, then wherever they intersect, that is going to be the circumcenter. And that's going to be the center of your circumscribed circle. So let's check out this question. She has already used her compass and straight edge to complete part of the construction shown in the figure. Which construction could be her next step? Okay, well, let's just go ahead and look at this construction in full from Math Open Reference. All right, so I'm here on Math Open Reference, and this is going to show us how to create the circumcircle of a triangle. So we have our triangle. The first thing we want to do is construct the perpendicular bisector of one of the sides. So remember, you open the width to more than halfway, you keep the width the same, go to the other vertex, and once you have those two arcs, you're going to use a straight edge to connect them. That is the perpendicular bisector of side AB. Now you have to do it for at least one more side, so they're going to go over and do it for side BC. Again, you open your compass more than halfway, do your arcs from B, do your arcs from C, and then use your straight edge to connect those intersections. That is the perpendicular bisector of side BC. Next, we want to find where they intersect. And we want to put the point of our compass on that intersection and open it to one of the vertices. It doesn't matter which one. We just want to open it to one of the vertices and then draw our circle. And that is it. So if we go back to this quiz question, you'll notice that they've already created the two perpendicular bisectors. So we just need to put the point of our compass on the intersection, open it to one of the vertices, and draw the circle. So let's see what our answer options say. We definitely don't want to construct a line through AY. We don't want to construct an angle bisector. Place the point of the compass on the intersection and extend it to point R. Yep, and then we want to draw the circle. All right. This next one says Frank is constructing the circumscribed circle. So again, we're trying to create that circle on the outside. He has already used his compass and straight edge to complete part of the construction shown. What would be his next step? Okay, so what he's doing here is he's creating the perpendicular bisector for this side. All right, so what he did was he put his compass, I know it's kind of hard to tell when there's not many markings, but he put the point of his compass on point Y, opened the width to more than halfway, and then drew an arc above and below. Now to finish creating that perpendicular bisector, he needs to keep the compass opening the exact same, put it on point X, and then draw the arc above and below. Then he can use his straight edge to connect those, and that would create that first perpendicular bisector. So to take the next step from where he left off, he's going to want to place the point of the compass on X and draw those arcs that intersect. And if you want to go back, you can go back and watch the part of the video that shows that construction again. All right, this time Abby is constructing an inscribed circle for triangle JKL. Which construction would be her first step? So now we're trying to create that circle on the inside. This is going to be a really rough circle, but we're trying to create that inscribed circle. If you think back all the way to your wrap, if we're creating that inscribed circle, we need the in center. That's the point that we need. And that comes from this line of the wrap. A bit insane. The angle bisectors create the in center. So if I want to create the inscribed circle, I need to create some angle bisectors to figure out that in center. Again, perpendicular bisectors, that would give you the circumcenter. Perpendicular, again, circumcenter. And copying an angle just doesn't help us at all. So, all right, the last question. Carly is constructing an inscribed circle for triangle MNP. She's already used her compass and straight edge to complete part of the construction shown in the figure. What would her next step be? All right, so we are going to go back to open reference, math open reference, and check out this construction. But just keep in mind, she's creating the inscribed circle, so she needs to be constructing angle bisectors. And I remember that from my wrap. People be crazy, a bit insane. The angle bisectors help me create those inscribed circles. Okay, so let's go check out the whole construction and then we'll figure out this answer. So this is the construction for creating that inscribed circle. All right, first we need to construct angle bisectors. So you're going to place the point of the compass on one of the vertices and you're just going to draw an arc that goes through both sides of the triangle. Then you're going to place the point of the compass on the intersection of that arc and draw both of those so that they intersect in the middle. That is going to help you create the angle bisector. Now you're going to be able to use a straight edge to connect from that angle to the intersection. So that's one angle bisector. You need to repeat that whole process again. So pick another vertex and draw an arc through both sides of the triangle. Then place your compass on those intersections and draw an arc in the middle where they intersect. And then use your straight edge to connect. So now we have two angle bisectors. You could draw the third one, but it's not necessary. Where those two angle bisectors intersect, that's going to be your in center. And that's the center of the inscribed circle. So you would want to put the point of the compass on that in center, open it to one of the sides, they're actually doing this a little bit different than I would have, but that's okay. So now they have the perpendicular from the in-center to the perpendicular. And then they're going to open their compass from the in-center to point M, and they're going to draw their circle on the inside. Okay. So again, you can watch that recording from Math Open Reference as many times as you need to kind of get that in your brain. But let's go back to this quiz question. What they've done so far is they've placed the point of the compass on vertex N, and they've drawn an arc through each side. Next, they need to place the point of the compass on those intersections and draw an arc in the middle here, and then place it on that intersection and draw an arc in the middle there. That way you can get that first angle bisector. So let's see what our answer options say. Place the point of the compass on point J and draw an arc in the interior of a triangle. That's going to be it. But let's see why the others aren't correct. Place the point of the compass on point M and draw an arc that goes through NP. That doesn't do anything for us. Use a straight edge to draw a line through J and K. That would just give us like some little triangle thing. That doesn't help us with an angle bisector. And use a straight edge to draw a line through J and P. That also doesn't give us an angle bisector. So it is A. All right, y'all, good luck on this quiz. And I can't stress enough to make sure you review your need to know info from last semester and to use Math Open Reference for those constructions. Good luck!